So guys, everybody, thank you very much for joining us here today for this funding webinar. Like I've already mentioned, I am going to be taking you guys through the different programs, the different funding options that we have here at AudaCity Capital. We have two main routes to funding, the Funded Trader Program and the Ability Challenge. We also have some exciting updates and improvements to our Ability Challenge that we're going to be giving you guys the first look today at these improvements and how it's going to benefit you guys as the traders. So what I'm going to do very shortly is I'm going to share our screen. To start with, I'm going to be going through the Funded Trader Program. That is our main route to funding that we've had in operation for the last 11 years. Also, again, then we're going to be going through the Ability Challenge as well, which is the program that we have some exciting updates for you guys. Make sure you hang around to the end of the Zoom as well. At the end of the webinar, we are going to be giving you guys all of the information for a giveaway that's going to be launched live on our social medias on Monday. So make sure you stick around till the end to get the full details on the giveaway. So we are also, before I forget, we are also going to have some time at the end for a Q&A. If you would like to, if you get a question halfway through or something, pop it in the Q&A question and answer box, and then we will get to them at the end, and I can go through and answer any questions that any of you guys may have, whether it's about the Funded Trader Program, the Ability Challenge, the new improvements, the giveaway as well. I'm going to be able to answer all of those questions for you guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to get started now. I am going to share my screen so that you guys, and we're going to head on over to the AudaCity Capital website. So what I'm going to take you through first is the Funded Trader Program. This is our main route to funding for those of you that maybe have only just heard about AudaCity Capital, or you're kind of new in the prop trading space. You haven't really been involved in the proprietary trading firm industry before. So the Funded Trader Program is the main program, like I mentioned, that we've been operating for 11 years now. For those of you that maybe aren't even too sure as to what a proprietary trading firm is, what we do is we essentially provide capital for traders that have the experience to trade within the financial markets. One of the biggest issues within this industry and within trading in itself is that the majority of traders don't have enough access to levels of capital to be able to turn trading and turn trading the financial markets into something that they can do on a more full-time basis. A lot of people have the dream of being able to quit their 9-to-5 job. They have the dream of doing trading on and relying on that as their only source of income. In order to do that, you need large amounts of capital, which is where a proprietary trading firm is going to come in and be able to help and assist by providing you with the capital that you need to be able to make the kind of profits that you need to be able to do that for yourself. So the Funded Trader Program, like I mentioned, has been running for 11 years now. We've funded over 5,000 traders now, in total as a company on a global scale. We currently have over 1,000 traders actively managing and actively trading our funds. This is something that we've been doing for a long time. We understand exactly what it takes to be a successful trader. We also know very, very well what it takes to be able to provide an environment for traders that allows them to be able to succeed and grow within their trading accounts. As we all know, I'm sure all of you that are traders within the webinar that we're putting on today, all of you that have experience within trading will have an understanding of how difficult it is and how tough it can be at times. So, like I said, what is the Funded Trader Program? The Funded Trader Program is providing live capital for traders to be able to profit more from trading the financial markets. Now, what is it in itself? Essentially, the unique selling point that we have as a company and as a business is that we have the ability to be able to provide live capital for traders from day one. There is, with the Funded Trader Program, no demo process and no challenge. All that there is a short interview process that you would need to go through with a member of our talent acquisition team. And that interview will determine as to whether or not you can progress onto managing live capital straight away or not. Everybody starts with $15,000, and every time that a trader makes 10% in profit, we're going to withdraw the profits, we split it with the trader 50-50, and then we double the size of the account for the trader. Now, this is obviously where we were speaking earlier about providing extra capital for traders. The program allows you to be able to have access to much larger amounts of capital than if you were just managing and just trading your own personal funds. I think as well, maybe an underrated aspect and area of proprietary trading is that it is risk-free for you as well. There are obviously fees involved with the programs. However, you're not risking large amounts of your own capital to be able to trade with, and you're still able to make profit from trading the financial markets as well. So like I said, funded trader program, we have, up on the screen here, we can see the different stages and the different rules that are in place within the funded trader program that you will need to adhere to. So as we mentioned, every time when you're trading on the funded trader program, every time that you reach that 10% profit target, your account size is going to double, your account size is going to increase. So you progress from 15,000 to 30 to 60 to 120 to 240, and finally the magic $480,000 US. This is the maximum account size that we can allocate to an individual trader. You can also see the amount of risk that you're able to take at any one time on each of the accounts. As you can see, every time that you get an increase in account size, you get an increase in terms of the risk that you're able to take as well. So the relationship between your account balance and your total account size and the amount of risk that you can take within the markets is always the same on each level. All that is changing is the numbers are increasing. You're able to, you have more earning power for yourself as a trader, and you are able to profit more from trading the financial markets, which is exactly what a proprietary trading firm is designed to do for its specific traders. Target, like I mentioned, 10%, nice and easy. Every time that you reach that 10% target, we're going to be able to double that account so that you progress up and on to the next stage. To begin with, we are on the funded trader program, we're just trading FX, so we're just trading Forex. When you reach stage 4, which is 120,000, you can then apply to add indices and commodities to your account. Remember, guys, if you do have any questions, please pop it in the Q&A box and we will get to them once we finish and once we end the webinar. I know that a lot of you guys are going to be here for the new updates for the Ability Challenge, but we are currently going through the funded trader program at the moment. So weekend requests are available on request. So if you'd like to hold your position over the weekend, you can send an application to the risk management team. They will then review, the overall exposure of us as a company to see how we're positioned, to see if it's a position that we can keep over the weekend or not. Remember, guys, it's live capital from day one. We need to be treating this capital with a great deal of respect. There is obviously the interview process that you would need to be approved through before you're able to start trading and before you're able to actively start managing that capital, but we still need to be treating it with a great deal of respect, as that is how we're going to be able to achieve the best results for you guys as a trader. So there are so many traders that we see that come on board with us, and they, because of the restrictions and because of the rules within the program, they're able to go from someone who is able to kind of be I would say a break-even trader, someone who's up and down, to someone who's able to consistently make profits, month after month, year after year. These are the people that we see that then go on to progress up the account sizes that are going to head up towards like this top account size, the $480,000 account. So news events with the funded trader program. Remember, it's, we have the experience over the years that we've been funding traders to have an understanding of, when it's good for people to trade and when it isn't good for people to trade. And we know that, during high impact news events, so we're specifically talking about NFP, bank interest rate decisions for Euro, USD, and GBP as the main ones, that at these periods of time, this is where the majority of traders are going to receive, the biggest drawdowns on their accounts. So it's very, very simple, guys. We have a vested interest that you are profitable as a trader because we're taking the risk within the markets by allowing, traders and allowing people to manage and trade our capital. At these periods of time where we know it's much more easy and much more likely that someone has a big drawdown, we're going to stop people from trading specific asset classes at these periods in time. So you're not allowed to trade with these specific asset classes during these news events. Positions would need to be closed 30 minutes before, and then they can be reopened 30 minutes after as well. Now, it is worth mentioning that it is only directly correlated asset classes that you would need to close. So you would need to, let's give you an example. So if it was a USD interest rate decision, you would need to close US exposure, USD, but anything else is absolutely fine. You can still trade, GBP, you can still trade the Euro, you can still trade the Australian dollar. All of those other currency pairs are absolutely fine for you to trade. So it is quite infrequent if you are someone that spreads the risk and someone who's, managing, the capital and trading on a lot of different currency pairs. It is something that you will be able to, it won't be too frequent rather in terms of having a position closed out for one of these major news events. Time restrictions. Now, with the funded trader program, we understand that time restrictions can apply additional pressure onto people. We don't want to add that specific pressure onto you whilst you're managing our live funds and you're managing live capital with us. So there is no time limit for you to reach the 10% profit target. As soon as you get there, whether it takes 2 weeks, whether it takes 6 weeks, whether it takes 2 months, as soon as you reach that 10% profit target, that's when we will withdraw, split the profits with you fairly, 50-50, and then double the account size for you. So nice and simple. You're able to take your time. You're able to trade around the other things that you have going on in your life. You're able to making sure that you're waiting for those high probability setups. You're not rushing things to be able to meet a certain profit target within a certain time frame. So these are all benefits of being a trader and being approved through the interview stage for the funded trader program. Again, no minimum trading days as well. The funded trader program, you are able to be flexible around, your work requirements, your family, whatever other commitments you have in your life. We understand with this specific program that you can't always commit all of your time to trading, although some of us certainly would like to. So a lot of us want to be doing it on a more full-time basis, which is exactly why you would have joined a company and joined a proprietary trading firm like us to be able to start making profits that you'll potentially be able to move out of whatever you're doing and move to a more full-time basis in terms of trading your own capital as well as company funds as well. So this is all fairly self-explanatory in terms of the funded trader program. A lot of you, I'm sure, will have heard of this program before. If this is the program that you are interested in, you're looking to find out more information about, again, make sure that if I haven't covered anything or you have a specific question about something, make sure you pop a question in the Q&A box and we will get to them after we have finished. So yeah, the funded trader program, it's really, really simple. You apply for the program, you can go through the interview stage. If you wish to skip the queue, it's very, very simple. All you would need to do is process the initial joining fee. That allows you to skip the queue. You get all the way to the front. You're able to do the interview much faster than if you were just waiting in the queue behind all of the other traders. You're then able to process the interview so that you can start trading at a faster rate. So if you guys are, you're at the stage where you're ready to get funded, you're looking to start trading and managing live capital straight away with no delays, what I would absolutely advise you to do is head over to the website, apply for the program, process the initial fee. The total is £298. I may add, this is fully refundable if for whatever reason you don't get approved for the program, or you simply just decide to change your mind. As long as you haven't traded on the account, well, it's a fully refundable fee. We can refund it straight to you, and we can go our separate ways. Obviously, that we would much rather, if you are approved through the program, that you are start managing and start trading our capital, as we're looking to increase the number of traders that are actively managing our capital at the moment. We're always on the lookout for good traders as well. The more good traders that we have as a business and a company, the more we're able to grow, and the better programs we're able to put on for everybody that is involved in the funding programs here with AudaCity Capital. So really, really simple. Apply for the program. If you're looking to get access straight away to live capital, process that fee, wait for the phone call that you're going to receive for the interview, process the interview. As soon as you get that approval, it's all going to be same day. So you're going to receive an answer same day as to whether you have been accepted or haven't been accepted into the program. And then after you've received that completion, all you need to do is pop a signature on the contract and you're able to start trading immediately, start trading straight away. Alternatively, if you haven't skipped the queue and you haven't processed that initial fee that I was mentioning, all you would need to do at that stage is to sign the contract, process the initial fee, and you'll straight away be sent the trading account login details for you to be able to start trading. It's a very, very fast and easy, simple process for you guys. We want to make it as smooth and as easy for you guys to gain access to live capital. Obviously, it does crux on being approved for the interview stage and through that specific interview stage. But if you are approved, the process is very, very simple and very, very straightforward. Okay, so I've mentioned kind of all of these things, the no liability for losses. As well, it is certainly worth adding that there are no commissions and no swaps on the funded trader program. That's what you pay a monthly fee for. We have access to a liquidity provider that essentially allows us to go directly to the live exchange when we're operating as a proprietary trading firm, which means you don't get charged any commissions or swaps as you would when you're going through a third-party broker or a traditional retail broker as such. Essentially, what that allows us to do, it allows us to provide a faster execution for you guys within the markets, better spreads, And it also means it's going to be a much more cost-effective way of you paying for your trading. And I'm sure you guys that have experience trading the financial markets will be well aware that when you reach kind of 60,000, 120,000, 240,000, those commissions and swap fees, they add up very, very fast. It's going to be much more effective for you, someone to pay a £99 monthly fee, than it is for you to be paying those commissions and swaps that keep eating away at the profits that you're making within the account. And again, that's another benefit of the funded trader program that we do run and we do offer. The scaling plan, we can see the different scaling options here, all the way through 30, 60, 120, 240, finally 480. This is nice and easy, nice and simple. So we've been through all of these as well. So that pretty much covers the funded trader program. I can see a few questions in the Q&A box already. Again, like I mentioned, I will get to that within due course once we've gone through the ability challenge. So now, in my eyes, this is the exciting part. This is something that we've been working very hard on over the last this year, probably the last 6 months. And these are the improvements that we're making to our brand new ability challenge that has been recently introduced to us. Now, for those of you that don't know, the ability challenge is an alternative route to funding for someone who maybe doesn't have the experience to go through the initial interview, but still feels that they have the ability, or it's, for someone that's looking to prove their ability to be able to trade in a more aggressive way. They are able to trade other asset classes as well than you're able to trade on the funded trader program. And like I mentioned, we have some very kind of exciting updates to be able to bring to you guys now. That is making this program, better for the traders and better for you guys to be able to get through and get onto that live funding side of things. So I am going to take you through exactly what's changed, exactly the new improvements that we are bringing to you guys. And we really, really do believe that the ability challenge is something that's this is certainly one of the absolutely kind of the best challenge now within the industry, within the proprietary trading firm space. It's extremely, extremely competitive in terms of the cost of the program, but as well the things that you can now do with the program as well. So that's something that we're very, very excited, and it's something that we've worked very, very hard on. So we are really looking forward to introducing these new things and new aspects to you guys. So little update, the ability challenge. I'm going to take you through kind of step by step exactly what you will need to do in order to get started with the ability challenge, all of the aspects as they were before, and then the new improvements, the additional things that have been introduced to make it easier for you guys to gain access to live funding in a different way to the funded trader program. So it's really, it's super simple with the ability challenge. All you need to do is jump over to the website. You will begin the challenge by processing the initial refundable fee. Really want to make emphasis on this, guys. If you have the ability to be able to make it through the challenge element and the challenge stage of the ability challenge, this fee is fully refundable on your first payout. So when you get through to the live environment and you get through to that live stage, on your first payout, the fee that you've paid in order to enter the challenge is fully refundable. So it's completely risk-free if you are an experienced trader and you have what it takes to be able to have the experience to get through the demo environment that's presented in front of you. But like I was mentioning, getting slightly ahead of ourselves here, it's really simple. As soon as you've processed that initial refundable payment, what we will then do is automatically send you out the trading account login details. This essentially will enable you to begin your challenge straight away, immediately. You can start placing trades. You can start working towards the profit target that you will need to meet in order to progress onto the next stage. So it's really simple. All you need to do is head over to the website, process the fee, and you're going to be able to get started. There's an initial challenge stage, which is a 30-day challenge period where you'll need to make 10%. I'm going to get onto the exact kind of T's and C's and the criteria that you'll need to meet at this stage slightly further on. You need to make a 10% profit target. Once you do that, you progress on to the verification stage. So we have the verification stage here. The initial part of the challenge is 30 days. With the verification stage, you have even longer. So you have 60 days to complete the verification stage. Again, there are certain requirements that will also need to be met alongside the profit target. And I will get onto these slightly later as well. But once you achieve, again, it's the same, a 10% profit target. Once you achieve that 10% profit target, you are then able to become a fully verified trader with us. You'll be a fully funded trader, and you'll have access to the funded account that you have selected at that initial time. At the beginning, when you process that initial fee, you'll have access to that account with a 75-25 profit split that is payable on a monthly basis. So test your ability. This is, this is allowing traders to be able to have more freedom, more flexibility. The rules that we spoke about within the funded trader program, you don't have to adhere to a lot of those rules. All you need to do is to prove to us that you have the experience, you have what it takes to be able to consistently, produce profits within your trading account. If you're able to do that, we are prepared now to be able to give you that flexibility and freedom, more assets that you can trade, a high leverage. You have 100-to-1 leverage that you have, which is a professional leverage here in the UK that you have access to be able to profit even further from trading the financial markets. Again, I'm going to get onto these improvements as well, like I mentioned, that we've made, the changes that we made, because all of the things that I've mentioned so far, these are all things that have already been in the Ability Challenge. This has been around for, I would say 8 to 10 months now since we introduced it. But now we've been working hard to bring these improvements to you guys in a responsible way, and something that's going to allow the better traders and good traders to be able to get access to that capital in an easier and faster fashion. So we have some of the rules here, but I'm just going to kind of skip over these because it's kind of explained a little bit more in a little bit more detail within the challenge verification table. So again, here on the site, we have a really simple summary. Take the Ability Challenge, start by processing the initial refundable fee. You can start trading immediately, follow the trading guidelines. Once you've hit all of those objectives and you've ticked all those boxes, you're going to have access to a live trading account with us. You're going to be one of our live funded traders. You're going to join our kind of esteemed list of traders that have been trading our capital for the last 11 years. This is our bread and butter. This is what we've been doing for a long time. So we're very, very excited to be bringing you these updates to the Ability Challenge as well. So now if we head down to the challenge verification table, we have some kind of very simple options. Now, we're a global company, a global business. We operate with traders, all over the world. We need to be fitting in line with that. So we now have options to be able to process fees in lots of different currencies as well. So you can process the fees for the Ability Challenge in USD, GBP, and euros as well. Now, straight away, we can see the different account sizes. And those of you that are familiar with the Ability Challenge, the traditional Ability Challenge that we've been introducing, you will see that there are 2 additional account sizes that you can see. So this is the first upgrade and the first update that we've brought to you guys. We can see a $10,000 account. So for those traders that maybe couldn't afford the fees to the larger account sizes, or they're just looking to start with a smaller account size to begin with, you now have the option to be able to start at 10K. You can see the price there. Let's flip it back to pounds. You can see the price of the refundable fee is £99. So it's now really, really cost effective, very, very cheap for you to be able to start your trading journey. Maybe maybe it's kind of very difficult for you to be able to start trading with AudaCity Capital, and you don't have the initial startup capital to go with those larger accounts or to go with the funded trader program. This is now a route for you to be able to gain access to live capital if you have the ability at a very, very cheap level, and then you're able to start making profits for yourself. And then at a later stage, once you've been able to amass a bit more capital behind yourself, you're able to then progress up the accounts, maybe do another Ability Challenge for a larger account, or progress over to the funded trader program. Remember, guys, you don't have to pick one or the other, funded trader program or the Ability Challenge. You can do both simultaneously. You can have a funded trader program account. You can also have an Ability Challenge account of up to $240,000 cumulative at any one specific time. Now, with the $240,000 account, this is also a new addition that we've added. This is for traders that are looking for at much larger levels of capital to be able to, like we mentioned, to be able to trade and grow within trading on a much more full-time basis. Again, you can see the cost of that with the fully refundable fee. Remember, guys, if you have the ability and you have what it takes to be able to progress through these challenge phases, that fee is completely fully refundable. There's no risk for you guys to be able to gain access to this live capital, as it's fully refunded once you get through to that live account stage. Now, here we have a little bit more detail about the restrictions that you will need to meet whilst reaching that 10% profit target that we said in order to progress through those stages. So we're going to go through the challenge phase first. We've got the 30-day challenge that you would need to meet that 10% profit target. Remember, guys, you have 1 to 100 leverage to be able to meet that 10% profit target. You have 30 days to be able to do it. You need to have traded for a minimum of 7 trading days. This is, again, something that's really important. You need to have placed trades for a minimum of seven trading days in order to qualify to meet that 10% profit target. The maximum daily drawdown on the ability challenge, because you have access to higher leverage, that we have to introduce a daily drawdown to place some control around the traders that are accessing and managing our capital. This is something that's really important that you adhere to this restriction. So it's 7.5% on the initial challenge phase, and we have a maximum absolute drawdown of 15% as well. Like we mentioned, profit target is 10% on this one. And we can see once you get through to the live account stage, the profit share is 75-25. So we're really pushing the boat out on this one, giving you access to even more of the profits than you would have on the funded trader program. Again, this is for a trader that wants to prove his ability, wants to prove to us that they have what it takes to manage live capital and to be able to create their own risk management structure, not have a risk management rules and guidelines put in place for them. So this is really what this program is aimed at, or it's aimed at somebody who maybe doesn't have the live experience to progress through the interview stage, but they really believe that they have what it takes to be able to prove to us that they have the skills needed to be able to manage these kind of account sizes. Now, verification stage. So again, you've got even longer, 60 days, and the same 7 minimum trading days. Now, the drawdown restrictions, this is where things are slightly more difficult for the traders, but you have a larger amount of time for you to be able to reach that profit target. So we have a 5% maximum daily drawdown, and we have a 10% maximum absolute drawdown. Now, we absolutely feel that this is plenty of, in terms of drawdown restrictions, to still allow kind of a fair challenge and a fair verification process to be able to really determine who are the successful traders, who are the people that really do have what it takes to be able to progress and get through to that live stage. So these are the restrictions that you'll need to be able to meet if you want to then progress onto the live funding. Now, again, with the live account, you've got 7 minimum trading days for the month, and we have a maximum daily drawdown is the same as the verification. 5% daily drawdown, 10% absolute drawdown. There's no profit target at this stage. The payout is on a monthly basis, as we mentioned, and the profit share is a 75-25 profit share. Now, like I mentioned, we've got these updates, $10,000 and $240,000. Another really big update from the ability challenge is we are introducing a scaling plan across all of the account sizes, even the $240,000 account size. So if you are able to consistently prove to us when you get to the live stage and you're able to meet a profit target of 2.5% on a monthly basis, every quarter that you're able to do that, we will double the account size for you. So we will double the 200, if you've gone for the $240,000 account, we'll double you to 480,000. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, because for the first time ever, we are increasing the maximum level of funding that a trader is going to be able to have access with us to 2 million. Now, this is mainly because of the number of traders that we've had able to grow the number of traders that we have. So we're able to be in a position now where we're able to allow traders to trade at an increased and a much larger level than we were able to in the past with the funded trader program, where the maximum was 480,000. So this is another really, really big update. You're able to start at $240,000 account size, and you're able to scale that up to a maximum of $2 million. This is something that we've never done before. And this is something that we're introducing for our traders to be able to gain access to even larger levels and even bigger levels of capital. So that is probably the second update. I'm going to scroll down now, and we're going to go through the rest of the updates. So this is the section of the website where we're going to be introducing to you guys what's new. What are we changing about the ability challenge from where it was before? Like I've already mentioned, we've grown the number of account sizes that you can have access to. We've introduced a scaling plan so that you don't have to stay on the same account size. If you're able to show consistency, you're able to show consistent results, you're able to progress up the account levels with us up to an unprecedented amount of $2 million. So we can see also here we've got improved spreads and improved execution within the markets. Unlike the funded trader program, because the ability challenge has no monthly fee, you do pay commissions and you do pay swap fees. However, we've decided to improve the execution on this side. So the commissions are going to be slightly smaller. You're going to have better access to better spreads than you were previously on the ability challenge, and you're going to have faster execution within the ability challenge phase as well, and also within the live environment as well. As we mentioned, we've got expanded initial accounts ranging from 10,000 to 240,000. This is something that's really, really big. you're able to gain access to much larger levels of capital straight away. Remember, there's only 7 minimum trading days. So if you're really confident trader, you think that you can meet these requirements, as soon as 14 trading days, you can have access to a live capital account of $240,000. This is something that's kind of unprecedented. This is, it's something that where you really are able to change from, the traditional job role that you're doing at the moment, and you're able to begin and start making a full-time income from trading the financial markets by having access to much larger levels and larger amounts of capital. Obviously, you need to meet all the requirements within the verification and the challenge phase as well. But if you're an experienced trader, there's no reason why you shouldn't be able to meet those requirements. Now, not only are we introducing kind of updates that are for the profitable traders and people that succeed first time with the ability challenge and are able to gain access to those live accounts, we also have a 14-day extension that you're able to add. So if for whatever reason you are in the challenge phase or you're in the verification phase and you for whatever reason you don't meet the profit requirement needed of the 10% within the 30 or the 60 days, you're able to add this 14-day extension to either one. So you can't use one on both, you're able to add it to either one. So if you used it up in the challenge, you aren't able to add it to the verification. If you're able to pass the challenge, you still have it spare to be able to use in the verification as well. So this is what I mentioned. This is making it even more flexible, even easier for profitable and good traders. We understand that time restrictions aren't the be all and end all when it comes to trading the financial markets, but we have to put a time limit somewhere on our challenge and verification stage to be able to determine who we are going to allow to enter the live environment and who we aren't going to allow to enter. So giving that trader the option to use this is something that's adding more flexibility to the program and something that is going to enable more consistently profitable traders to be able to join and access live capital with us. We also have a free retake if you're able to end the initial challenge or verification stage in profit. So for example, if you are 4% in profit for whatever reason, and you've exceeded the 30 days and you've exceeded the additional 14 days that you have to add on, or the 60 days on the other side, then you're able to have one free retake because, like we mentioned, sometimes the markets just don't allow you to make the profit within that certain time frame. We understand that as a proprietary trading firm. Like I mentioned, we've been operating for 11 years. We've funded thousands of traders on a global scale. Sometimes things just don't go your way. You have a few too many losses and you're not able to reach those profit targets. This is something that, again, with no additional cost for the trader, is going to allow them another chance to be able to get access to that live capital on the flip side. Now, we also, for traders that aren't successful, maybe things just don't go their way, they break their rules or whatever reason it is, they're then able to have a half price retake. So, if you were in a drawdown on the account for however much drawdown that is, you have access to be able to have a 50% off a new challenge that you're able to take. It is also worth mentioning that you would need to redeem that within 7 days of failing the initial challenge. So that's something, again, that's enabling people to have a better chance of being able to gain access to pass the ability challenge to get through to that live environment. So not only are we increasing and improving the program for the traders that are profitable and able to succeed and get through the challenge with the scaling, with the increase in the additional funding that you have on option to start with, the 240, or at the other end, the $10,000 account. We're also making it easier for traders that things don't quite go their way, because we all know that is certainly something that is possible even for the best traders that are going to be going through these challenges. So we want to make it easier for everybody all round at all ends of the spectrum. So I believe, yes, so we have, just going to make sure that I've covered absolutely everything. Yeah, so these are the improvements, guys. We're really, really excited to bring you these improvements to the Ability Challenge. Like I mentioned, we are also going to be doing a giveaway as well to be able to introduce these new improvements. We're going to be doing this giveaway on a $60,000 Ability Challenge account. So we're going to be giving one away for free on our Instagram. The social media post is going to go up on Monday. Now, what you will need to do with this social media post, you need to make sure that you're following AudaCity Capital on Instagram. You like the post that's going to be posted on Monday, and then you will need to tag a friend in the comments. If you've done all these three things, you are entered into the draw to be able to win a $60,000 free challenge. So you'll enter for free into the challenge phase of the Ability Challenge. You'll be able to take advantage of all the additional features that we mentioned, like we've seen, the increase in account size. Also, obviously, if you progress onto the live funding and you're able to meet those quarterly account scaling requirements, you're going to be able to progress and grow your account size as well. So, like I mentioned, watch out on Monday. We're going to be posting on social media, going to be posting the giveaway live. You guys are the first people that are going to be hearing about this. So you know what's coming, you know what to look out for. Like the post, tag a friend in the comments. Remember as well, there are no limits on the number of times that you can enter into this. So you would need to tag an additional friend. It can't be the same friend, but if you want to enter twice, 3 times, 4 times, all you need to do is comment an additional friend on the post to be able to achieve multiple entries for a free $60,000 Ability Challenge with all the improvements that we have been through and all the improvements that we've covered. So look out for that. That's going to be coming on Monday. It's going to be posted on our Instagram. So keep an eye out for that. Make sure that you follow the Instagram. Make sure you like the post. Make sure that you tag a friend in the comments as well. So we've kind of gone through now the Fund Share program. We've gone through the Ability Challenge as well. We've introduced the new updates. Like I said, guys, we're really, really excited to be able to bring these updates to you. This is something that we've been working very hard on. Exactly what we're going to bring to you guys as updates, how we can improve the experience, how we can improve the challenge for people to allow a higher number of people to pass, to be able to gain access to the live capital, if they are able to prove that they are a consistently profitable trader. And we really, really do believe and think that we have done this with the improvements and with the updates that we've brought to you with the Ability Challenge. So we really, really hope that you like these updates as well. We think this is a really, really competitive funding model within the industry now. We think we certainly, with the Funded Trader program and now with these improvements to the Ability Challenge, there's no reason to be able to not gain access to live capital and funding with us. Like I said, you don't have to pick between the two. You can have a Funded Trader program account. You can have a live account if you're approved through that process. You can also have your Ability Challenge accounts as well. Remember, without the account scaling, the maximum cumulative size you can have is 240,000 cumulative. That can be 2 120s, that can be 460s, doing the maths. That can be 460s, however you want to do it. Obviously, you can gain account scaling past 240,000 by meeting those scaling requirements of 2.5% on a monthly basis. And every single quarter that you're able to do that, we're going to be doubling that account size for you. So we really, really hope that you guys are excited as well. We really, really do hope that you like the improvements to the Ability Challenge. Remember, it's really, really easy and simple to get started with the Ability Challenge. All you need to do, you don't need to wait for an interview process. All you need to do is head over to the website, process that fully refundable fee. You'll gain access to the login details straight away, and you can begin trading and begin working to that to achieve the profit target within the restrictions that we've set, to then gain access to the live funded account as well. It's really, really simple for you guys. So that brings us on to everything. We've covered the Funded Trader program. We've covered the Ability Challenge. What's new with the Ability Challenge? All the improvements that we've made. We hope that you like them. And now we are going to head over to do a Q&A. So I can see 58 questions, which is a lot of questions. So I'm going to answer as many questions as we can. If you do have a question, you haven't popped it in the Q&A section, please do now make sure that you pop your question into the Q&A box so that we are able to do this. Okay, bear with me just a moment, guys. So right, something else that I've completely missed and completely forgotten to introduce is the new dashboard as well. This, again, is something that we have been working really hard on, to introduce a new dashboard with lots of different features to the different accounts. We have a brand new dashboard that's able to show you your account analysis. You're able to access lots of different features to be able to review the performance of your account as well. I'm going to give you a little bit of an introduction and a little bit of a guide as to what you can see within the dashboard as well. So here we can see access to the dashboard. This is where you're going to be able to view all of the performance for your funded account with AudaCity Capital, whether it is your funded trader program funded account, whether it is your ability challenge, you're going to be able to see whether you're meeting all of the different requirements. You're going to be able to also see whether you are within the daily drawdown limits. You're going to be able to see, the profit target that you're looking to achieve, and you're able to view all of the positions as well. So that's again something that is new from our side, where we are, again, making it easier for you guys to review the performance. Again, like we mentioned, you're able to have funded trader program accounts. You're also able to have ability challenge program accounts at the same time. You're going to be able to access and view all of your account statistics, everything within the trader's dashboard. You're going to be able to see all of that all in one place. So again, it's super easy for you to track the progress of the funded trader program. It's also really, really easy for you to track the progress of your ability challenge, whether you're in the challenge stage, whether you're in the verification stage, whatever it may be. You're able to view all of the trading accounts and everything within the system here. Okay, perfect. So right now we are going to head over and we are going to do a Q&A. So bear with me, guys. Brilliant. So we've got lots and lots of questions in the chat. So I'm going to start going through some of the questions now. So first question is, drawdown is on equity or balance? So the drawdown is on the equity of the account balance. So if you are, whether it's an ability challenge and it's a daily drawdown, or whether it's the funded trader program and it is a absolute drawdown, it is based on the account equity. So if that falls below the drawdown restrictions, the drawdown limits, then you will have broken that restriction, and you'll be removed, whether it's from the challenge phase, verification phase, the live stage of the funded trader program. You'll be removed from that specific stage. We do always like to give traders a second chance, whether it's funded trader program, obviously the ability challenge. We've implemented all of these new changes to be able to allow traders to have it be easier for traders to access and gain access to that live capital as well. So perfect. So I'm going to scroll down. I'm going to answer as many of these questions as I can. Okay. Okay. Hello, thank you for having me. I would like to know how long it takes to reach the $480,000 account. Wow. Well, this is something that is obviously very specific to the individual. Depends on the trading style that you have, depends on the trading strategy. With the $480,000 account size, you obviously need to progress through the 6 stages of the funded trader program, or you can go from the ability challenge now. You can have access to the $240,000 account size on the ability challenge. Once you've progressed through the challenge verification stage, you would then need it would potentially only take you 1 quarter to be able to gain access. So I would say, if you are really looking to progress and you're looking to gain access to large amounts of capital very quickly, the ability challenge can certainly be a much faster route for you, especially as you're able to now start at that $240,000 account stage. If you're a consistently profitable trader and you're able to do it on account sizes that large, you can be trading 480,000 and then up to 2 million. And obviously you can get to that $480,000 account stage within 1 quarter of you reaching that live environment for the ability challenge. Hopefully that gives you a little bit of context for your question. What specifically for pound dollar do you restrict? So, like I mentioned, for pound dollar, we're only going to be for the funded trader program. That is, remember, with the ability challenge, there's no restrictions on use. There's no restrictions over the weekend. You have more flexibility. You have more freedom to be able to do as you want in terms of the risk management structure that you specifically have set up for yourself. So for pound dollar, obviously, you wouldn't be able to hold pound dollar on the funded trader program through NFP, and then bank interest rate decisions for USD and for GBP as well. Also USD CPI at the moment, as with everything that's going on with kind of cost of living and inflation and everything like that. This is something that's been moving the markets a lot. So we have been restricting US CPI for the funded trader program recently. However, hopefully when everything kind of begins to calm down, this is something that we won't be restricting for. So I'm going to progress on to that. Hopefully that answers your question. Okay, so what happens after you reach the last stage? I'm assuming this is obviously, well, this could be referring to the ability challenge or the funded trader program. Once you reach the last stage, once you finish, once you either are up to 480,000 or you're up to 2 million on the ability challenge account, that is the size of the account that you'll continue to trade. So there is no account progression from there. That's the account size that you have access to, and you're able to continue trading on that account size. Obviously, when you finish, it's not that you have to start again or anything like that. Some people think that for some reason. You will just be able to continue trading and continue managing that account size with us. So good question. What broker are we using? So we don't use a broker. We operate through a liquidity provider, which essentially means that when you're placing a trade with us, it's not going to the broker and then to the live exchange. It's going to go directly straight to the live exchange, which allows you to have faster execution and better spreads as well. Remember, like I mentioned on the funded trader program, there's no commissions, there's no swap fees. And also with the ability challenge, there obviously are those commissions and are those swap fees. Bear with me, guys. Okay, bear with me just a minute, guys. Perfect. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so very quickly, I've just been sent over can we hear me? Everything fine? Yeah, absolutely fine. Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to do, I think my screen share wasn't working to enable to show you in a little bit more detail about the new traders dashboard that we have available to be able to view the account statistics within your specific account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly reshare my screen, and then I'm going to be able to show you guys the exact how you're able to view all of the different statistics and all the different aspects of the ability challenge. So bear with me just a moment. Okay, so everybody should now be able to see my screen. So here we can see all of the details that you're able to have access to. You can see the main objectives. Obviously, if it's an ability challenge account and you are able to see whether you are meeting certain criteria for the specific objectives that you will need to meet. We can see kind of the max daily loss, the max total loss, the profit target, the minimum trading days that you're able to see as well. So it's going to be very, very clear for you guys as to whether you're to be able to view and see the status of your trading account. And like I mentioned, you are also going to be able to view multiple accounts within your area. So if you are a trader with the funded trader program, you're also a trader with the ability challenge, you're also able to view all of your different accounts here as well. So we can see statistics about the different instruments that are traded by the individual. We can see specific trade data that is downloaded straight from the MT4 trading account. But like you can see lots of different information. You can view it for all of your different accounts. So it's going to be a lot easier and a lot clearer for you guys to have a real good understanding of the position and the performance level and the analysis of your specific trading account. Brilliant. So that is that. So we've got all of these objectives here. We can also see some more statistics here about longs one, shorts one, worst trade, best trade, average win, average loss, all of these different things as well. So we can view it all within the traders dashboard. We can see all of the data and all of the information here for the individuals. So I'm going to pause my screen share there, and I'm going to continue back with the questions. So I'm going to keep on going through the questions now. Okay, so somebody's posted here is saying that they find not being able to hold through news events really disadvantaging. So like we've just mentioned, we now have the ability challenge where you are able, if you're able to prove to us that you're able to be a consistently profitable trader and hold trades over the weekend and hold trades through news, you're able to prove it within the initial challenge and the verification stage, then you're able to do that on the live account when you progress. So yeah, it seems like for you specifically, the ability challenge is going to be a much better fit for you to be able to gain access to funding. And like we mentioned, you're able to hold positions through news with the ability challenge. So I would suggest that program would be something that would be a lot more beneficial for yourself. Would you increase the profitability share, the profit share to the trader's favor? The answer quite clearly is yes. With the ability challenge, it's a 75-25 profit share, so you're able to profit more from the experience from the trading account that you're managing. So again, the ability challenge is somewhere where you're able to access more of the profits that you're able to produce within the funded account once you get through to that live account stage. Okay, during the new. Okay, so yes, so with the funded trader program, how can I know if I'm approved? So obviously with the funded trader program, you're able to gain access to the interview. Like I mentioned previously, when we were going through the funded trader program, if you are looking to gain access to immediate live capital, you're looking to start straight away trading with live funds, the best way to do that is head over to the website, fill in your details, fill in the application form, process that initial payment, like we mentioned, that £298 payment. Remember, that is refundable if you aren't approved or for whatever reason you decide to not join the program. So you process that payment. That's going to skip you to skip the queue. You're then going to be able to process the interview with a member of the team, and then you're going to be able to start trading straight away. We'll send you an email. We also send you a text to let you know that you've been approved once you've completed that interview, and you're going to be able to start trading immediately straight away from there. Nice and simple. So is there any monthly fee after the application is successful? So yeah, as I previously explained with the funded trader program, there is a monthly subscription fee. This is to cover the cost of using the liquidity provider that we operate through, which again is why there are no commissions and no swap fees on the funded trader program. With the ability challenge, there is no monthly subscription fee. There are some small commissions and small swap fees that you will be charged on your trading account when you're managing that live capital. However, there is no monthly subscription fee that you would need to go through. So there's multiple different options with us. We have all bases covered in terms of, if you're really not a fan of paying that monthly subscription fee, you're able to go and you're able to gain access to the live capital and the live funds. You're able to do that with the ability challenge, and you don't have to pay that monthly subscription fee as well. Should I pay the £298 first? Like I previously mentioned, the easiest way for you to gain access to funding with the funded trader program is for you to go and fill out the application form, process the £298 fee. That will get you to skip the queue to be able to be first in line for the interview. As soon as the interview has been processed, you're able to begin and you're able to start trading. Absolutely, the best way is to process that initial payment first. That is going to give you access. That's going to give you access to the capital at a much faster rate. And you're going to be able to start trading faster as well. So yeah, that's the best thing to do. And remember, if you don't get approved for whatever reason, or you simply change your mind, we will just refund you that £298 fee that you've paid. So it's really, really simple. Stop loss and take profit must be set open for of a trade. That is not always the case. We obviously would recommend that people will trade with a stop loss. As we've mentioned, there are drawdown restrictions within the account, and one way to get around those is obviously by using a stop loss. However, it's not mandatory. It's not something that you absolutely have to do when you are trading. So we are looking for traders that have their own experience, that have their own methods trading the financial markets. So, we are not going to interfere with the methods that you are able to use. We are, however, obviously going to provide you with the environment and with the restrictions that you will need to follow if you want to continue trading and continue with the funded accounts with us. So do we have to be at the trading floor, or can we trade remotely? All of our programs are designed to be able to trade remotely. So you don't need to be at our specific trading floor. for traders that are based here with us in London, we do have a select number and a few number of spaces available for people that would like to rent space and rent a desk with us on the trading floor. However, these are kind of reserved for a select few people. So if you are based in the UK and you are interested in having access and trading from a live trading floor, please do get in touch, and we can begin the process of starting the interview process for that. So yeah, absolutely. But all of our programs are designed to be, they're designed for you to be able to gain access to live capital from your location, trade from your own home, trade from wherever you're located, to be able to be more profitable and a more successful trader in terms of the amount of capital that you can have access to. So how soon to reach the 10%? How long to receive the credentials for the next step? So all of the, in terms of the account doubling and the payouts, that's all processed within 3 working days. Obviously, it depends on how busy the team is that we have here. Depends on how many payments that we're processing in a single day. Will depend on how long it's going to take for you to get through and receive that 10% profit, and also have the account doubled as well. But we are absolutely as efficient as we can be in terms of account doubling and in terms of processing people's payouts as well. People never have any problems or issues with payments when it comes to us. We have a very good reputation for a very good reason, for the length of time that we've been operating and the amount of time that we have been paying traders, always paying them on time over the 11 years that we have been operating and been funding traders on a global scale. So hopefully I answered your question. Okay, we've already answered that one. So I currently am on a 30K account on a funded trader program. Can I additionally start a, say, 120K ability challenge? Absolutely, you can, Nick. Thank you very much for your question. That is, they are designed to be in conjunction with each other. So if you're trading on a $30,000 ability funded trader program account now, you absolutely can start, say, 120K ability challenge account. We would absolutely recommend that you go ahead and do that, so that you're able to gain access to larger levels of capital and a higher amount of capital at a faster rate. That is what the program is designed for, and that is absolutely what it is there for. Remember, the total cumulative account size that you can have with the ability challenge without the account scaling is 240,000. So yeah, that's absolutely fine. Thank you for your question, Nick. Hey, I am Nigerian. How can I make payments? Can I make fee payments through cryptocurrency? Absolutely, you can. We now actually are able to take all different types of cryptocurrency as payments. So that's absolutely not a problem. It allows traders from all over the world to be able to join us, to be able to have access to live capital, something that's really, really assisted and helped us in that regard. So yeah, absolutely you can. If you want the details for that, Charles, please do drop us an email. Email support@audacitycapital.co.uk. Send us an email over there, and we'll be able to send you all of the details for you to be able to process the fees via cryptocurrency. Is gold trading allowed? Yes, absolutely. With the ability challenge, you are allowed to trade gold, and you are allowed to trade a select number of indices as well. With the funded trader program, to begin with, you are only able to trade FX. But with the ability challenge, that is again one of the benefits of trading the ability challenge, is not only can you trade currencies, you can also trade gold, you can also trade indices as well. So it allows you to, not only does it give you more flexibility in terms of risk, it also allows you to trade a larger number of asset classes. We know, and we have an understanding that a lot of people are very, very keen on trading gold, on trading indices. So absolutely, this is something that you can now do with the ability challenge. The drawdown limit is reasonable and best I've seen so far. That's very good to hear. We definitely agree with you. Can we copy trades between the FTP and the ability challenge program? Yes, that is something that you can do. You can place the same trades with the ability challenge that you place with your funded trader program account. Scalping allowed? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So would there be a monthly drawdown on the ability challenge? So yes, there is obviously the drawdown that you need to consider with the ability challenge. You have the 10% max total drawdown with the ability challenge when you progress onto the live account. And you also have the 5% daily drawdown as well that you would need to adhere to with the ability challenge. That goes hand in hand with being able to access, to be able to access larger leverage, so you're able to take more risk when you're trading. You also obviously need to be careful and you need to be wary of these daily drawdown limits when you are trading. So if you fail the challenge, do you lose the fee? Unfortunately, that is the case with the ability challenge. However, like I said, we have introduced things where we are doing our best to be able to make it a lot easier for traders to continue on and to continue their trading journey to access live capital. Like we mentioned, if you end your trading challenge, whether it's the challenge or the verification stage, if you end it within a profit, you're able to access a free retake. If you end it in a drawdown, you have 7 days to be able to do a redo at half price cost. So these are things that we've introduced to be able to make it easier for you guys to jump straight back on the bandwagon and get back towards that live fund that you have. Okay. Are there any lot restrictions on the ability challenge? And what's the withdrawal criteria at the live funded stage? So there is no lot size restriction for the ability challenge. You have 100-to-1 leverage. The only thing that you will obviously need to be wary of is the daily drawdown and obviously the max total drawdown as well for the ability challenge. So like we're mentioning, the ability challenge is, to be able to prove that you have the skill, to prove you have the ability to manage a live account with your own risk parameters and your own restrictions. So yeah, again, we're giving you more flexibility in terms of that to be able to access larger amounts of capital for you to be able to make more profit for yourselves when you are trading. Yeah, okay, so can you trade indices on the ability challenge? Absolutely, yes, you can. And is there a monthly fee on the ability challenge? No, there is no monthly fee for the ability challenge. So for the minimum trading days, does someone have to execute a trade on each of these days? So yes, that is the purpose of the 7 minimum trading days, is you would need to have placed a trade on 7 specific trading days. Absolutely, to prove that you have the consistency to be able to produce consistent profits within your trading account. That's what we're testing for with those 7 days. You have Twitter giveaway. So no, we are going to be doing the giveaway on our Instagram page. So on Monday, make sure that you head over to our Instagram page. All of the details are going to be there. But like I mentioned, you guys that are in the webinar, you're getting first access to this giveaway. All you need to do is follow our Instagram page. You need to like the post and you need to tag a friend. And remember, you can enter multiple times. So tag as many friends as you can. You're going to achieve multiple entries for the giveaway. It's a 60K free ability challenge to be able to gain access to the live capital. So it's certainly not something that you will want to miss. For scaling, is this every quarter that we can double our account? Absolutely, yes. So scaling with the ability challenge, it is every quarter. You would need to achieve 2.5% each month of the quarter, so for 3 months. And then after you've achieved that, you will be able to we will be able to double the size of your trading account so that you can progress it on to the next stage. With the funded trader program, however, the account scaling is faster. As soon as you reach that 10% profit target, we're going to double the account size for you. Really, really straightforward, really simple, and obviously an easier way to get up to those larger account sizes. Obviously, with the Ability Challenge, you are able to start at a larger account size as well. Yes, when are the updates effective from? The website has been updated. Yes, absolutely. The updates are effective from now. So anybody that's entering into the Ability Challenge from today will be able to have these updates. Remember, they're also getting access. You're also able to take advantage of the dashboard that we have in place now. You're able to much more effectively track all of the statistics, everything that's involved in the performance of your trading account. You can do it all in the dashboard. Remember, you can do it all in the same place as well. Your funded trader program account, your Ability Challenge accounts, whether it's challenge, verification, live stage, you can see it all within the dashboard. So absolutely, it's all live now. Head over to the website, process that fully refundable fee and get started. It's really, really simple. Okay, we've already answered that. No monthly fees with the Ability Challenge. No monthly fees. Can I carry 2 Ability Challenges at the same time? Yes, you can, but you need to bear in mind that the maximum total you can have is 240,000 without account scaling. So you could do 2 $120,000 accounts at the same time. You could do 4 $60,000 accounts at the same time. Yeah, this is something that you would be able to do. Absolutely. Yeah, please, yes, absolutely. So we should have shared the dashboard now. Apologies about that. Do you restrict any countries from joining? Absolutely not. We operate and we work with traders from all over the world, from the States, from America to Africa to to countries in Asia. We have traders on an absolutely global basis. There is no restrictions for you to be able to join either of our funding programs, whether it's the funded trader program or the Ability Challenge. So absolutely not is the answer to that. We don't restrict any countries from joining. Everybody is welcome. I'm just going through all the questions and skipping over any questions I've already answered. So the challenge for the 30 days and the 60 days in the challenge and the verification stage, this is 30 days overall. So it's not 30 trading days, it's 30 and 60 days overall. You would need to meet 7 minimum trading days. So within that time period, you would have needed to have placed trades on a minimum of seven trading days. Okay, so I missed how the scaling works for the Ability Challenge. So how can we scale up to 2 million? So absolutely not a problem at all. Thanks for your question, Mike. Yes, with the Ability Challenge, every time you would need to make 2.5% for each month for a quarter. So 3 months on the spin, you would need to be able to profit at least 2.5% within your account. You would have to have at least withdrawn once from that account size as well. And then we will double the size of the account for you to be able to give you access to larger levels and larger amounts of capital. Hopefully that clears up the scaling side of things with the Ability Challenge. So yeah, absolutely. You're allowed to keep trades overnight with the funded trader program and the Ability Challenge. You absolutely can hold positions overnight. Is metals allowed to trade on initial challenge stages? Yes, you can trade gold from the outset on the Ability Challenge. That is, again, one of the benefits of going through the Ability Challenge is it gives you access to a larger amount of assets for you to be able to trade. You're able to trade gold, and you're able to trade a select number of indices as well. For the contest giveaway, must it only be a friend or as many friends as possible? The more friends that you tag in separate comments, the more entries you'll be able to receive. So remember, you have to follow the Instagram, like the post that's going to be posted on Monday, and then as many friends as you comment in the comments, in separate posts, in separate comments, you will be able to enter, you know, as many friends as you can tag. So absolutely, get commenting, tag all of your friends, let everybody know that there's this that we're giving away a 60K ability challenge account for you guys to be able to gain access to live capital without processing any fees up front. So how do we access the dashboard? So you'll be sent some login details for the dashboard. So for your funded trader program account, whether it's funded trader program, whether it's the ability challenge, you'll be sent some login details for the account. If you're already an active trader with us, we are in the process of transferring all of our existing accounts over to the dashboard. Once that has been completed, you will then be able to have access to the dashboard to be able to view all of the statistics that you have in there. Apologies again for the slight confusion and not showing the screen with the dashboard earlier. I believe we kind of have now gone through and shown you all the different features that you have there on the dashboard. So yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Okay, seeing a lot of can I trade news and hold positions over the weekend? So with the funded trader program, we obviously have restrictions within news events. We have restrictions for holding over the weekend. Again, you know, we've been operating for 11 years. We really do kind of understand when it is a good time for a trader to be entering the market and when it isn't. However, if someone is able to prove that they are able to implement their own risk management rules and they're able to follow them effectively and make consistent profits within the ability challenge, then we will allow you to have more freedom and more flexibility. So the ability challenge, you can hold positions through news and you can hold positions over the weekend as well. Profit sharing payment. So we are nice and flexible. We can use bank transfer. We can pretty much send bank transfer to everywhere in the world. We've sent it, you know, all over Africa, all over to the States, all over Asia. We, you know, send transfers absolutely everywhere. If you have issues with that, we can also use PayPal and we can use cryptocurrencies as well. So there is never going to be a scenario where we are not able to process a payment for a trader. It's never happened to us so far, and it absolutely won't happen to us moving forwards either. So what is the initial registration fee? So that obviously depends on the program that you're going for. With the ability challenge, the fee will depend on the account size that you're going for. The initial 10K account starts at £99. The 240K account, I believe, is in the region of £1,200. But again, it's worth noting that these fees, they're not fees, they're fully refundable. So once you get through and once you progress onto the live stage, and once you get to the stage where you're able to access your first payout, you are then able to have that fee fully refunded. So if you have the skill, you have the ability to reach the account stages, then the live account stages, then it's risk-free. Okay, we've answered a lot of these questions already, so just going to skip over those. So is there account scaling with FTP like the ability program? The funded trader program, yes, there is scaling, but it's obviously not the same as the ability challenge. With the funded trader program, you have the account scaling every time that you reach 10% in profit. So once you reach 10%, what we will do is withdraw the profits, split it 50, and then double the size of the account for you. So hopefully that's cleared things up. With the ability challenge, you need to meet the 2.5% threshold for 3 months in a row for a quarter, and then we're able to double the account size for you. So it's 2.5. So just to clarify, with the ability challenge, it's 2.5% per month for an entire quarter. So for 3 months consecutively, you would need to make a minimum of 2.5% per month, and then do that for an entire quarter. So if you do that for 3 months, then we're able to double the size of the account. Yes, absolutely. We offer MT4 trading platform. So how many ability challenge live accounts are we allowed per trader? Remember, so I've already covered this. With the ability challenge, The maximum account size cumulative that you'll be able to have without the account scaling is 240,000. So you can hold multiple smaller accounts, or you can hold one larger account, but then you can progress past the 240,000 limit by achieving the account scaling, as we've mentioned with the ability challenge. So I'm holding back to come back to AudaCity Capital, despite many times I was emailed to come back because of things like news restrictions and weekend positions. So there we go. Absolutely. The ability challenge is absolutely perfect for someone like yourself. You don't have to hold, you can hold positions over the weekend, and you're able to hold positions through news as well. No monthly fee with the ability challenge as well. So it seems like that kind of program is something that would absolutely be perfect for you. So head over to the website, check out different account sizes, check out the one that you're most comfortable with, and then you're able to get started with that. Okay. Yeah. My strategy is strictly on indices. Will I be allowed to use my own strategy strictly? Absolutely. Yes, you will. You'll be able to trade with the ability challenge. You're able to trade indices. So yeah, absolutely no problems there. Ability challenge is the program for you. Okay. Okay, so we've covered a lot of these questions already. We're almost down to the bottom. Is the ability challenge chargeable? So yes, you would need to process an initial fee to start your ability challenge. But as I've mentioned, that fee is fully refundable. So if you are a talented trader, if you have the skill, you have the ability to meet all the requirements that are set out within the ability challenge, once you progress through to that live stage and you get to the stage of your first payout, that fee is going to be fully refunded to you as an individual. So if you have the skill and you have the ability, there's no risk of you losing your money. We've had a few questions, guys, about EAs. Now, you are absolutely allowed to use EAs within our program, whether it's the funded trader program or the ability challenge. What we do need to clarify is, traders that are asking about arbitrage trading. This is something that's illegal here in the UK. We don't allow it within our funding, within any of our funding programs. So, if any trader is, looking to take advantage of kind of arbitrage, high frequency trading, that is not something that we accept on any of our funding programs. But normal EAs, any other kind of traditional normal EAs, that's absolutely fine. The ability challenge improvements are really good. Thank you very much. Another how to access the dashboard. So the dashboard, there'll be a link on our website. Again, if you're already a trader with us, like we mentioned, we are in the process of transferring all of the accounts over to the dashboard. You'll be sent a link with the login details for the dashboard as well. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we've got someone that said that they've just processed the payment for their initial ability challenge, and how can they get started? So you'll be sent your trading account login details very soon for you to then be able to begin your trading journey within your challenge stage of your ability challenge. Wish you the best of luck. Perfect. So I think we've pretty much covered everything now. So look, thank you everybody for attending this webinar session. We very much appreciate you taking the time to hear about the updates that we brought to the Ability Challenge, as well about our funded trader program as well. Remember, guys, if you have any questions, you want any more information, head over to our website. We have a dedicated team that are going to be able to answer any questions that you may have, whether it's the funded trader program, whether it's the Ability Challenge, whether it's a question unrelated to something that we've gone through today. Head over to the website, drop us an email, or you can give us a call as well. So yeah, thank you very much for attending today, guys. We're very, very excited to bring you these additional changes for the Ability Challenge to you guys. And yeah, we're looking forward to seeing you on the other side. Thanks, guys. Speak to you soon.